Right, I'm on. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Ended up buying a cheap but not too bad quality headset as a spare one, so I can have one basically always on the PlayStation 5, and then another headset that, obviously I can just use my regular one on the PC. Because the problem is at the moment that, there's, I have to keep moving like the little dongle around and I don't want to lose it. But the only annoying thing is I have to find one of my spare cables somewhere for another day because this headset only has USB-C like cables included in USB-C dongle. So I'll probably just not bother the dongle and just connect a spare, USB regular to like USB, 2 or whatever, USB 3 to USB-C cable to use this. But with its default cable, I've just had to unplug my controller, which is fine for stream. But I generally always like those sort of things like controllers and headsets plugged in when possible, because then you don't run out of battery while in the middle of doing something. So anyway, I was going to carry on Pig Detective. This isn't that loud, this headset either, so I'd definitely much rather use this one on the PlayStation. I think it's going to be loud enough for games and that, but I wouldn't want to bother using this on the PC. That's got a little adjustable microphone, so I guess that's good. I can have that. Actually, well, my other one had as well, but because I think this is loud enough when you're in a game, but it's not, as good a headset as like not in terms of sound quality. It sounds quite good, but just the volume amplification isn't that high on it. So I guess it's designed to be good battery life on this headset. I think it's more of like an office work type one, but the headset I want to get at the moment seems to be out of stock or discontinued, which is like, one of the step-up models from the Turtle Beach one I've been using for quite a while. Alright, let's try and remember what we were at in this. We've got a to-do list. Find Mr. Blind. What happened to the pineapples? Who's the real ghost? Report back to the ghost. Find the old inn. Find lamp and umbrella. So, was it the umbrella I've got, wasn't it, so far, but not the lamp? I see, it's the umbrella, I need to find a lamp. Okay. I think at one point there was something going on in the greenhouse. Which room was this one? Hopefully we'll get some people on in a minute. So this is like a music room type thing. Right. Alright, Rich, can you hear me alright? Because I've got my new headset plugged in. And again, it's not a super high-end one, it's just so I could have one spare for the PlayStation. And wouldn't have to keep swapping my other headset between the PC and the PlayStation. When I did a mic check before the game, that was working, but I haven't tested it on the stream. Alright, good. So yeah, I can both hear the game and the headset's working, that's good.
It's not really a clue, is it?
Ah, it's the famous Pig Detective again.
Yeah, you're right, Rich.
Have you found out what happened to my poor pineapples?
The investigation is ongoing. So far, I can tell you, whatever it was that destroyed all your pineapples escaped by breaking the glass house wall. That's all I got for now.
What a strange and confusing story, Mr. Pig Detective, sir. What is the world coming to? I ask you, what is the world coming to?
Ah, Mr. Pig Detective. I was just telling this criminal bird here how despicable his actions are. Trying to scam beautiful young heiresses, how tired and worn out that is. right?
It is true, Mr. Detective. I feel very ashamed of myself. Lying to gullible young ladies, trying to bar them from their hard-inherited
That's good. I
fortune.
did briefly see a bit of that,
Nobody
Rich, but I
wears his
didn't click on
feather
it
would stoop
properly
so low.
earlier, so yeah, I have to have a look again at some point.
I am a reformed bird now. Mr. Vane has made me see the light.
Oh, I see. In that case, carry on. I do not trust these birds. There must be more to this conversation than meets the eye. Maybe I could find an opportunity to eavesdrop.
Probably on that balcony up there. Oh, or do I just need to do it? You don't have to go very far.
If rain falls through, I'm still getting paid. The great Argus does not exercise his powers for free.
My plan will not fail. These hiccups are just minor obstacles. Have a little trust in me.
It's like Dutch. Have a bit of
As
trust.
soon as... Hush! What was that? Let's not discuss these delicate matters in the semi-public space. The bushes have ears.
So I need to remember where they suggested I might find a lamp.
I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot let you go outside. Constable Cat said everyone needs to stay in the house until the investigation is concluded.
Tell me again about that saber in your room.
Me and the valet have to practice our fencing skills every night. We are preparing for the Day of the Duck, sir. Please don't mention it to anyone. We are in a secret society. Anates de super, sir.
In the game, D, because I don't think I can go into like any of the outside buildings until I've got the lantern in the first place.
About the fencing noises. We're telling them it's the ghost of old General Wilhelm von Buffington, still fighting his duel in the afterlife. He died fighting that duel, you see.
Thank you. That's valuable information.
Oh, is that the bow? Do you mean it's changed colour? Have I been in the billiard room? I must have been, but it's the kitchen. Not sir. Not sir. Ah, yes, it's changed colour since. Alright, well, the glue dries on it. Oh, I can steal the fire extinguisher. Good, okay. Oh yeah, they said, didn't they? They converted the billiard room into a kitchen, whatever it was.
What's this? It's not really a clue, is it?
Right, let's go back in that kitchen sort of room and then go around the back area.
What's this?
Hatched egg. Let's follow this trail then.
Most interesting.
So is there like going to be an equivalent of Alien or something in this as well? Or is this going to be where the turnips or whatever they were, pineapples, are stolen from?
What's this?
So,
I don't mind the rain. I've got an umbrella, but it's very dark outside.
so yeah, they've had some weird alien thing hatch and eat the pineapple. Okay. Anyway, I was going to check that basement area to see if there was a lantern down there, because that's where the fuse box is. That door again, wasn't it?
Looks like everything is in order.
We've looked at bricked up wall before. Okay, so there's not a lantern that's been left down here when somebody turned the power back on. Trying to think where to look next for a lantern. Because the good thing with some of the other pig detective games is, although they kind of are based on old point and click adventures, everything at least in them seems like it's a bit more logical. They don't seem like some of the point and clicks, where there's really weird puzzles, where you have to use a very specific item in a very specific place, and any similar item won't do a job. Let's go check the servants' quarters again. I'm pretty sure I'd been in every room down here, but we might as well check. So, if I go to maps, is there a couple of doors on that side that I haven't gone into? Although they might have been locked. But yeah, let's check them out. So it's that next door along, is it? Oh yeah, that was the back end of the kitchen that was boarded up, I remember. Where is that, the kitchen? No, it's not. Okay. Looks like a kitchen, but it's filled with strange apparatus, and the entrance is barred. There's the butler's office, servants' hall. Let's check the servants' hall again for the lamp. Yeah, there's a candle, but that's going to be no good in the rain.
Oh, it's you again. Anything else?
I'm just detectiving around. Don't mind me.
Look, this is my recreation.
I can see you're very busy.
Yeah. I think to escape the barrels.
What's this?
Oh, is that the attic I've already discovered?
About this bell system.
Yes?
What exactly is the White Attic?
The White Attic? You're talking to the wrong duck. That was before my time. There used to be a room up there for some distant relation.
That's the weird woman we've already met, isn't it? In the attic.
The bell goes off sometimes, but Mrs. Honey tells us not to mind it. It must be a ghost or something. Is there anything else?
I see there used to be a billiard room.
Used to be. Now it's the kitchen.
No, this is my
Very
thing from earlier.
unusual for cook to be in that part of the house. But that's what his lordship, Mr. Reginald, wanted. He needed the old kitchen to be his own workshop.
Oh, there we go, that's the workshop.
I don't mind personally. One less bell to listen for.
Old kitchen?
Yes, the old kitchen, just next door. Don't go in there. It's full of Mr. Reginald's tools and private things. No, never mind. It's locked anyway.
How very interesting.
Okay, so we already have figured out the White Attic thing anyway, haven't we? Because we found the woman up there. Is there anything else in the maid's room worth nicking while she's not here?
What's this? Excuse me. This
Oh,
lady
it's no,
bird
that
looks
it's
awfully
not the same
familiar
maid,
for
is
some
it?
reason.
The housekeeper's the other one.
Oh, yes! Isn't it a hoot? That's Flaming Flora, the famous nightclub singer from Babeltown. But now, it's our own Lady Buffington! Me and Mildred, we were always great admirers of Flaming Flora. It is even better now she is a lady. If a nightclub singer can become a lady, who knows what a housemaid can become?
Anything else I can talk to her about?
Oh, it's you again.
I am afraid not.
Don't disturb me now. I'm having my feet up. It's very important to put your feet up when you've been on them all day.
Oh, I've already done talk to cook, haven't I? So there's nothing to do in here.
What's this?
Yes, I've already discovered who that is. Nothing else to see in here, and again, electric lamps and candles aren't any good. I need like a gas lantern type thing, don't I? So, haven't found that yet. Alright, next loading screen, the other part of the corridor. See, because I'd have thought it might have been storage and garage. We wanted like the garage bit, but it's next door room. Leave that on, see if I can start a house fire. But I think last time I went in there I needed a key to get into one of the bits or something. And I didn't have the key. Yeah.
Seems I can't open this without a key.
So if the lantern's in the garage, I need the key for that, but I haven't found the key yet. Nothing else to see in there at the moment. I think we've taken everything that was in here, like the umbrella and that.
What's this?
Identify a sheet on the ironing board. I'll try that in a bit, D. What room are you particularly thinking of, though? Oh, I've got a bit come up now about the egg. It's Pig Detective Martha, which is like a game just made by people in Dreams. So the actual game is Dreams on the PlayStation Store, and then people make like free games for it essentially. And this is like one of the stupidly well done one with like lots of voice acting and actual modelling and everything. I'll have a look in the attic though, D, because obviously I did one of the puzzles in the attic. When you say the last hallway, do you mean the I've already got the sheet, I think. I thought I took the sheet when I was playing this the other day. I'll go back and have a look. But, like the hallway on the other side of this courtyard, do you mean, or Thanks. Yeah, I've taken the sheet now. I thought I did that before, but it might have been it didn't save after I did that and then finished the stream or whatever. Right, that'll come in handy, I assume, at some point. Yeah, I can't remember if I even paid for it, Rich, or if it was on the PlayStation free games thing. I think I actually might have paid for it, but I got it because Mike got it on the free games thing, and I thought it looked really good. The butler's office. I haven't solved the puzzle yet, have I, by putting stuff together there. Alright, there's the butler's office. Let's just go back and check that. See if there's anything else to talk to him.
What do I owe this questionable pleasure of your company, sir?
Dead Island 2 is actually really good. Like, Dead Island 1 I think's alright. But Dead Island 2 was made by, I didn't know this until I looked it up, some of the developers that used to work for Free Radical and Rare, which I think is why it's so stupidly over the top, which actually makes it a lot more fun.
I can't. I see.
Oh, can't ask him about anything else. Okay, so nothing in here. Let's just have another go with that thing of putting that ceramic thing back together and see if I can manage it.
Look.
I forgot.
Oh no, I don't know that way, so okay.
There used to be a bell go.
How are you?
Yeah, I wanna.
No.
Yes.
Be my guest.
So I have to try and use the horrible motion controls. Oh, okay, so yeah, once you just get them close enough, it just glues itself together. I didn't realise that before. Okay, guess that goes on the other side of its head. Yeah, it's just... that I really don't like these motion controls. I think it's meant to be kind of a Cthulhu-y thing, in all honesty. Did I not pick one of them up? Alright, I don't even have to hold that down, it just... I'm going to base, yeah, where the tentacles are, because he auto-rotates them, so actually that makes it a lot easier. There we go. Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought last time I was playing, because even though I don't like the motion controls in this, for the most part all you're doing is just seeing which angle he auto-spins them to do the part. This has got to be a down one again. Is that one, or is that... only one to go. I'm on motion controls. There we go.
I think I did it.
By George, you did it. It's as good as new. Can you put it back into Lord Boffington's apartment for me? I really need 5 minutes off.
Right, we've got an objective we can actually do, so bring the figurine back. So I need to remember which one's Lord Boffington's apartment. I guess it's one of the rooms, isn't it? Like one of the bedroom kind of things. So we want to go, assume on the upstairs floor, and then onto the main wing of the house.
If you're just joining us, you're listening to Vina Vault AM Radio.
I'm just going to try every door, because I can't remember which rooms are which. Is there anything to examine while I'm in here? Not that, whatever it is. I haven't broken it yet, and the Lord Boffington bloke's dead. He's like the last owner of the house, I think. Looks to me more like somebody's put a chimney through the floor or something. What room are we directly above? Can we go up and down floors? Oh, we can, great, okay. So, we're above the kitchen, so yeah, they've just literally shoved the kitchen like stovepipe through that bedroom. Let's just see if there's anything to talk to these two about while I'm
Cloverfield Industries' evil plans.
while I'm here.
Oh, Mr. Big Detective, would you care to join us for a cup of tea?
I don't mind if I do.
Well, Mr. George, what is the state of affairs?
Lady Boffington, there is something you should know. I don't know if you've already noticed, there is some clanking in the downstairs corridors at night. Apparently the valet and the foot duck were up to some strange shenanigans involving a secret club of some kind.
Oh, I'm literally rubbing everybody's face in it. Whoops.
It requires them to do a lot of fencing. Just a heads up.
Oh? So that's the reason for the night noises. I'm rather disappointed. I've been told it was a spooky ghost.
Yeah, well, again, Rich, there's a bit of a problem, isn't there, when fan games on something like this have more effort put into them than a lot of modern games.
Servants involved into a secret fencing club is almost as good. I hope they enjoy themselves.
Let's just hope they're not planning an uprising. We might all be stabbed in our beds.
How interesting. Anything...
I won't tell them about the old woman yet.
Yes, about that, Miss...
You're very late for your rendezvous with Mr. Happy. He said you were meeting him in the woods at the lake.
Yeah, but I can't meet him, can I, until I find a lantern?
You know how to get there, right? Turn left...
Thank you. That's
Yeah, but I need a lantern first, and I need to find a bloody lantern. I'll just let Hype know I'm on, because he just sent me a message. Right, go back to the chat.
If you're just joining us, you're
Alright, let's check out some more of the rooms then.
I'm your host, Chester Fount. Scrumply, bringing you the very best in nature.
Oh, this is probably his room, isn't it? Because it's got creepy, like, looking things on everything. Oh, no, or is this the room of the, like, fake mystic guy? I think it's the fake mystic guy's room, isn't it, this one?
If you're just joining us, you're listening to Venables.
And this was that butler's room that's presumably dead or missing or whatever, who might have faked his death, might actually be dead. Alright, Rajiv, I'll be on for a decent amount of time today. I've been on probably, 40 minutes so far, or half an hour. Oh, have a nice time if you're in France then.
What's this? What an interesting portrait. Such a pity there is nobody
Right,
here who can
that's
tell
where
me
I can
about
call the servants, isn't it? And then you can ask him about the portrait.
Did you ring the bell, Mr. Pig Detective? Is there anything I can do for you?
Oh yes, about that portrait.
Oh, isn't she beautiful? That's Hyacinth Boffington, that is. Only they call her Cynthia because she fell in love with a commoner. Oh, such a tragic story it is. She was never allowed to see her lover, so she met him in secret at the middle of the labyrinth.
What's so tragic about that?
Oh, it was very tragic. She used to have a map, you see, so as not to get lost in the labyrinth. But her parents didn't want her to go on meeting her young man, so they took the map away. And Cynthia, she went into the labyrinth regardless, and she must have lost her way because she never got out again. Some say she still haunts Boffington Hall. That must have been 50 years ago, and still nobody goes near the labyrinth but Mr. McTurpin, the gardener. And he has to, for the hedges and things.
Another ghost?
It's spooky, isn't it? I will tell you something else. You see that flower over there, under the portrait? That's a hyacinth, Cynthia's favourite flower. We call it the ghost flower because none of us knows how it's getting there. If we take it away, a fresh one appears, as if by magic.
They should make a business then selling those fucking flowers if they just respawn themselves.
I've asked Mr. McTurpin about it, and he says there is not a single hyacinth growing anywhere near Buffington Hall, nor in this garden or greenhouse neither. Well, if there's nothing else, I'll get back to my duties.
Yeah, well, this headset I've got just for the PlayStation's alright. It's definitely one that I'd only used for shorter periods. I think I'd still swap over to my Turtle Beach one for longer periods, just because obviously that goes a bit louder, it's more comfortable over the ears. But this isn't bad for what it was, you know, a cheapo one. But I think the main thing of this is it's meant to be when fully charged. You get like 2 days battery life or like 3 days battery life on it or something. So you don't need to charge it up very often, even when using it for extended periods. Let's go on this balcony again and see if there's anything to look at. No, just doing that. I've already looked over that picture, haven't I? So I don't need to call a person in to tell me about that. Okay, so which room then? Oh, I can probably look on the map if so return the figurine. He said like Boffington's apartment, didn't he? So I want to figure out which of these is... Oh, apartment. Is it just going to be that one at the very end of the corridor? Oh, yeah, I've got a little arrow showing me as well. Never mind. Oh, but that's locked. Okay, so the room I need to put the figurine in, I don't have the key for either. Ah, but is there another entrance on the stairway? Let's see if I can get through on another door. Unless that stairway thing's telling me I'm going to the next floor up over there. Have I been back to my room since all the stuff kicked off? Oh yeah, because the guy was looking through my luggage, wasn't he?
Looking good, George.
I'm just going to look through all these rooms again. See if the lamp's in any of these.
What's this?
Yeah, some of these things I've definitely examined before. Good, Rajiv, although I think the only problem is I think last time I stopped streaming, I must have stopped, you know, between like a checkpoint thing, because some of the stuff, but not all of the stuff I did last stream, I'm having to recheck. So,
Most interesting.
No, I'm going to a work party this Friday. But I'm at work Saturday, so I won't be like drinking or anything at the work party. But I do get Christmas dinner paid for at the party by my boss, so that's all right. That was the main reason I wanted to go, was because obviously I didn't have to pay for my own food. Other than that, it's just seeing relatives around actual Christmas sort of thing. Because, yeah, some of the previous years when I've been at work, obviously you've had to pay like 20 to 30 quid or whatever for, you know, a set Christmas meal at like whatever pub they go to. But I think the current management are like, you know, paying for all the staff. Oh, I found the spare things. Oh, cool, I've got, yeah, so it's the gardener, isn't it, that's putting those flowers back. He's not... Has he got a lamp in here? What are those? Oh, that's just his, like, floral pattern on his bed. I thought then that they were, like, bloodstains going all up the gardener's bed. Don't know. Yeah, exactly, Rich. That's my thinking, is that, you know, if it's actually included kind of as, like, a staff bonus this year, I'll take advantage of it. Oh, and there's one of those chimneys again. So we, again, right above the kitchen. Yeah, we are, look, Rich, there you go, there's your attention to detail. That goes through several floors. So yeah, they've modelled it on the same floor and the same floor plan place on the next floor up as well. We'll check the valet's room and then we'll check... Oh, that's his sabre, isn't it?
What's this?
Or rapier, yeah. But we've already asked him about that, haven't we? Again, it might be a thing where between, like, saving on the checkpoints, it's saved, like, you know, the fact I've asked him about it, but not the fact I've originally looked at it. Oh yeah, was I meant to be talking to her in this room?
Ah, Mr. Pig Detective, back so soon.
Yeah.
Have you found the way to the inn in Wienerwald Woods?
That's good, Roger.
It's on my list.
Well, come back when you have found.
Oh, I'm Pig Detective, I do what I want. Okay, let's check out both the rooms in the attic. Well, so come to my house on Christmas Day, but you have to pay 100 quid for the privilege of getting some food. We used to do the opposite at Christmas when we had, like, one of our neighbours was, like, actually two of our neighbours were alive that, you know, that are both sadly dead now, that, you know, didn't really have any family. We invited them over on Christmas because they were nice people, you know, and they'd always do you a favour back, so we just sort of have them round.
What's this?
Oh, can I use that? Take that and use it as a stethoscope on that safe? Because was it there? He said, "Oh, I need a hearing device."
I don't mind the rain. I've got an umbrella, but it's very dark outside.
You know, so even with an umbrella, he doesn't want just on a little balcony. What happens if I use a bell to call up one of the things, or do the servants just ignore it?
Better not pull this.
Oh yeah, better not
I don't
pull it.
want anyone to know I'm here snooping.
Ah, good on you. I was saying, I'm having a week where I'm barely having any alcohol just because I want to make sure that, you know, on like the Friday I'm feeling totally, you know, great and everything. Because the problem I have some, like, weeks is if I, like, have, like, too much beer or, like, wine at dinner or whatever, like some earlier days in, weird person. You know, like, earlier in the week, I have the issue, you know, like, then later in the week I lose a lot of my appetite or whatever. And obviously if I'm going out Friday night, that's what I was, like, saying, and then at work at the weekend I want to make sure that, you know, If they give you like a glass of prosecco or something included with a meal, I'll have that. But I'm not gonna, you know, like even if I take my wallet, I'll just be buying soft drinks after that. I'm not gonna Right, SpongeBob. It's although you look like you have the same picture as the last bloke in a way, but it's the game's called Dreams, and the actual game in it is called Pig Detective. So it's a bit like a Gmod type thing where people can build their own games. But we haven't found anything else upstairs, have we? But if we've got that stethoscope, I can at least maybe see if I can at least go look at that safe, can't I? So that was on the ground floor in the servants' quarters, in the silver room, I think, if I remember right. Ah, yeah, so just down here. At least where they've done a couple of different staircases in this, it's not one of those really tedious things of, you know, like constantly backtracking. Ah, that's good. Like I said, I've got the annoying thing where I've not played my piano in yonks, and I really ought to, but I'd have to clear all the stuff I've stored off of it first. Because, you know, it's like where I've not used it in ages, with the piano cover down, I've just used it to store boxes, and it's that sort of thing where if I just get slightly motivated to play it, I never get bothered to take anything off of it. Because that's the same problem we have in this house with the bloody exercise equipment, like the exercise bike and the rowing machine. Is they were really good when we first got them, and then somebody will go, oh, I just need to store something there, and then they end up just becoming like, you know, like used for storage boxes to go on top of.
This safe is a very good safe. You can't hear the inner workings at all. Maybe if I had a special contraption for listening more closely.
Yes, and I do. I think I have to... Do I have to go to inventory and then select this? Yeah. There we go. Right, let's see. So it just says R is reset, okay. Oh, at least this isn't a motion one. I can always skip this if it's too annoying. But... I want to get all the bits to line up, don't I? Am I going to actually work backwards on this, or...? No, let's reset the lock and try again. Okay. So let's take that one that way until it clicks. There we go. Now let's go... No, can't go that way, okay. So let's keep it going that way. Now let's bring that one right again. Don't know if that's what I meant to be doing or not. I'll just keep turning it and see what happens for now. I know I meant to make them line up, but I haven't quite figured out yet how each one does the other one. Because in theory it should just be turn one way, turn the other, shouldn't it? But obviously doing that doesn't trigger anything with this lock, that's why I'm sort of... what's the skip thing for these? As I said, this is the sort of puzzle that's going to annoy me if I want to just get on with the game and
This safe is a very good safe. You can't hear the inner workings at all.
Oh, it's like hold L1 and R1, isn't it? I think something like that. Let me try that. No, is it not that? Oh, there we go. It's hold both the D sticks in. Yeah, so you did have to get them all to, like, one side. But yeah. That would have taken me bloody ages, something like that. I mean, I don't mind the ones where you just have to, like, listen to things like click either way and then change the direction of them, but yeah. Right, so anyway, can I actually... there we go.
What's this?
A glowing blue crystal. Can I use this as my lantern? I mean, I know this isn't a lantern, but it should do the job, shouldn't it, of acting like a lantern? Let's go to the end of this corridor and see if I can go out. I like how it actually says he's stolen these things. Oh, garage keys. I've actually got the garage keys. Right, I was too dumb to realise I had to open my inventory up. Alright, okay. So, let's go back this way. That entire bloody time. So, yeah, in theory, I can now do this, can't I? Ah, yeah, there we go. Right. I'm making progress now.
Most interesting.
Yeah, there we go, I've got the lamp. So it was in the garage. It's just I had the key all along and then was too dumb to actually realise I needed to apply the key.
What's this?
I haven't got anything else with a motor yet, have I? Oh, I can just steal the entire can of petrol, okay. I could burn down this house, said Pig Detective.
No need for more lights.
Alright, now let's see if I can finally go outside. Because I've got my umbrella and I've got a lantern. Ah, yeah, here we go. So the house is all the way over there in the background, and we've gone out this wing. And the cool thing is, I won't go up there because it'll probably put you back inside. It looks, yeah, it looks like... So that would be the servants' quarters, that, like, northern bit of it. So yeah, the actual house exterior they've modelled correctly based on the interior proportions as well, which is, again, something a lot of games can't do when you change maps. I'm just going to wander around aimlessly for a bit out here just to find stuff. So that's the labyrinth. I've got the map for that, haven't I? What's this down here? Oh, graveyard or something, maybe? Yeah, a graveyard.
Most interesting. Interesting.
Stand here because I think I'm out, sort of out the range of which it works properly. There we go.
Most interesting.
Heinrich von Buffington. Oh, can I use a crowbar on it? And then open the coffin even more? Yes, I can, okay. It's full of coffee. Okay.
Interesting.
See, Rich. Is that actually coffee inside the thing now? So I can use the coffee, I guess, for the telephone to call up the coffee company. Oh, hello.
Spring to the noble receptacle. Far have I travelled to behold you, the hopefully transient abode of that most cherished friend. Reginald. Oh, Reginald, what have you done to be incarcerated thus?
Excuse me?
Excuse you? Yes. Excuses are the armor of the aimless. Ammunition to those acting with intent. What do you want with my excuses? My mission here is delicate and demands my full attention.
Do you reckon that's the person in a costume pretending to be like a flamingo-looking thing rather than an actual flamingo?
Who are you?
Who am I? Grawinkle, they call me doctor, they call me scientist, they call me mad, they call me... What do they know? I am who I am, a friend to a friend, a rescuer to him that needs salvation.
Well, I better leave you to it.
Okay, so the labyrinth's going to be first person. I've got a map, haven't I, of it? Hold R2 to bring up the map of the labyrinth. Okay, so... First we go right. I mean, this looks like a puzzle you could actually do without the map, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm just going to wander around for a bit without the map. Just because, yeah, like, a maze like this, you don't actually need, because unless, what they sometimes do in games is have those annoying mazes where if you go a couple of wrong directions, they just send you back to the beginning. There we go, that wasn't too difficult.
Well, what's this?
The old inn, okay. Right, so... We're now going to Wiedewald Woods, or whatever it is. Oh yeah, Wienerwald Woods. Yeah, this bit looks like it's a bit more of a detour. We want the further one away or the closer one? Yeah, the further one away. And yeah, we're going to be walking all the way over here and then it slowly loops back around, right? I suppose we'll follow the guy with the lamp.
Who goes there? Oh, this must be the old inn that Miss Parker told me about.
So I found the old inn.
Good evening.
Whoa. Young man, will you be quiet? These machines are very sensible. They pick up even the tiniest little noise.
Oh, sorry.
Again? You a ghost hunter as well? You don't look like a ghost hunter.
I'm more of a ghost investigator. I'm pig investor, pig detective.
My name is Pinkerton. I'm a ghost hunter.
What do you actually do as a ghost hunter? Do you actually catch ghosts?
Catch ghosts? Are you mad? Ghosts are dangerous and very elusive. I've never seen one in my entire life, but I'm trying to hear one right now. Hence the machine. What I'm trying to do is record the ghostly sounds of Wienerwald Woods. Wienerwald Woods is famous for a very wily ghost that haunts it. I think I heard it howl over here a minute ago. Now would you mind shutting up and let me listen in peace?
Welcome to the Walpedinger Inn, sir. How can I help you?
What is a Walpoltinger?
A Walpedinger is a mythical beast that inhabits the forest back in our home country. This inn used to be called Ye Old Inn, but we renamed it when the ghosts started to haunt Wienerwald Woods.
You rent out rooms here, I assume?
Yeah, we rent rooms to all travelers and strangers. But all the rooms are taken at the moment.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
Mr. Alfred Bussard is a lawyer from Big Town. He is here to help the new Lady Buffington manage her estate. He has our only single room. We have not seen him since his arrival. He is probably busy with paperwork.
I see. Can you tell...
Mr. Pinkerton hails from Babeltown. He is a famous ghost hunter. He is here to capture evidence of the ghost that haunts Wienerwald Woods. He is usually outside with his sound equipment, hoping to record the gruesome sounds that the ghost makes.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
Billy the Pig. I'm afraid I don't know much about him. He's just passing through. Didn't say where from, didn't say where to. Funny name for a bird. The Beak.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
Oh yeah, that's the guy, wasn't it? Dr. Kranwinkel in the
Dr.
woods.
Krawinkel is not a
Amazing.
real doctor. He is some sort of scientist from Babeltown. He and the old Lord Buffington were great friends. They went on an expedition to the Ice Bowl together several years ago. The poor doctor is very distracted about his friend's death. He has gone out for a walk earlier this evening and has not returned yet.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
That sparkly bird over there is Jay Blues. He says he's going to be a famous musician someday. For now, he is poor. We're giving him room and board, and in exchange, he entertains our guests. You can ask him for a song if you like.
I see. Can you tell me anything about your guest?
No, I've asked about all of them.
Well, thank you for your patience.
Yes, I'm still holding.
So he's an Elvis impersonator.
Mr. Scrumply, our connection keeps breaking up. We've been interrupted again. I wasn't finished singing my song for my girlfriend, Flora Buffington.
Oh no, it says you've been disconnected.
Buffy, if you can hear me, I'm sorry for what I've done. Won't you please come back to me? Hello, Mr. Scrumply. Are you there? Disconnected again. Dash that rain.
Aha, another stranger. Are you here to see the ghost? Have you served?
Which ghost? There seem to be several.
Are there indeed? I'm only aware of the one.
Just the one ghost, actually.
Inn wouldn't be here, but for all the sightseers and ghost hunters like good Mr. Pinkerton, who come to see old Ebenezer von Buffington. He's supposed to spook here. But let me tell you, I've come to this inn to drink for the last 30 years, and I've never seen so much as a bedsheet.
I've got a bedsheet in my inventory as
30
well.
years is a very long time. And that's a very dashing uniform you're wearing. Have you been in the War of 1888? And are you familiar with General Wilhelm von Boffington by any chance?
Have I been in the War of 1888, and I am familiar with the old general? Indeed. I have served under General Wilhelm von Buffington. Saved his life as he saved mine. I drink to him every day.
Interesting. I have reason to believe that the General is haunting Boffington Hall on account of him having died around here in a duel.
Wilhelm von Buffington died in a duel? Whoever told you such nonsense? Old Willie was a pacifist after the war. The war can do that to people. You know, wars are awful things. Anyway, he hung his saber up and spent his days peacefully abroad in a little cottage, reading poetry and feeding the ducks. That's his saber up there, if you don't believe me.
Thank you. This was a very enlightening conversation. What's this?
Hey, you there. Leave your fingers away from our key. That's the key to our staff-only area.
Seems I can't open this without a key. I beg your pardon? There's someone on the loo? They're dangerous. I need the baseball bat. Well, if you say so.
I won't play too much longer today, just because some of the people that regularly watch these have gone off. William Bukowski.
I'm sorry, I can't understand a word you're saying. I'd better take that sock out of your mouth.
Yunk.
Ah, what a clout. Are you a professional baseball player?
I'm afraid not. I'm Pig Detective.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you just the same. I'm Alfred Buzzard, from Legal Eagles in Big Town. Lawyer by profession. I'm here to help the new Lady Boffington to find her footing, now that the old lord has passed away. I must go to Boffington Hall directly. They must be expecting me with great impatience.
Well, your partner, Mr. Blind, has certainly not been doing a good job in your absence.
My partner? Mr. Blind? There is no Mr. Blind working for Legal Eagles in Big Town. You have been imposed upon. Who is this Mr. Blind of yours? I need to speak to Lady...
Alright, I'll stay on a bit longer, Hype, because I was just going to go off, but you've just come on, so I'll stay on a bit longer. I finally figured out a couple of the little puzzles in the house, so I left the house to the grounds, and then I've gone to the inn and just saved the actual proper lawyer, not the sham lawyer, from a crook by smashing him in the face with a baseball bat.
Why are you staying at the inn and not at Boffington Hall like the other guests?
Why am I staying at this inn? I love this inn. They make the best schnitzel with noodles and the most crisp apple strudels. I always stay here when I have work to do at Boffington Hall.
Aren't you afraid of the ghost? The ghost that haunts Vinevold Woods?
Yeah, exactly. That's what really surprised me. That you know, it was like I said, just an automatic. I suppose, yeah. It's like I was sort of thinking, it's probably really easy if you've got a 3D printer to make custom housings for guns to mock them up to look like different guns.
The ghost? I'm not afraid of no ghost.
Yes, but... Who's the guy on the loo? You know, the one I just hit over the head with a baseball bat.
The guy on the loo? I haven't the faintest idea who he is. But he is some sort of shady criminal. That's for sure. He was lying in wait for me. I'm ashamed to say he overpowered me quite easily the second I walked into this room.
What peculiar behavior. Do you know what he wanted to achieve with that?
I am completely in the dark. He didn't take any of my valuables, and he never said a word. My best guess is someone wanted to confine me to this room for sinister reasons that are not yet known.
Yeah, because you're the proper lawyer, and the sham lawyer was trying to get her to sell the house, wasn't he?
But now I really must go to Boffington Hall directly. The heiress of the estate is bound to be completely helpless without me. Good day to you, sir.
You know, I can gather my thoughts in this toilet. There are quite a lot of films, though, that do a similar thing with guns, where, like, they mock them up to look like other guns. Like, either, you know, with Star Wars, like, bolting loads of stuff onto them. And then, like, in the most recent Dredd film, the actual good Dredd film, they, I think they're, like, Glocks that are, like, housed in a custom thing to make the lawgiver. I don't think it lets me tie him up or anything. But... Yeah, and I also found a weird alien thing earlier, like an alien egg. Right. I'll go back and see if it lets me tie him up. I already looked at his ID. Oh, he's gone now magically. Okay. Out of the window.
Interesting.
Good evening. Are you in the mood for a song? I'm earning my room and board here by entertaining the guests with a bit of music.
I'd like to hear a song.
Now that's what I like to hear. Now this is my latest song. I wrote it for my girlfriend, Flora Boffington. We had a bit of a fight and she left me, but I really hope that she'll come back.
Oh, he's still keeping an eye on me.
Hey, you there. Leave your fingers away from our key. That's the key to our staff-only area.
You give your stunning dress a twirl.
I was hoping by telling him to play music it would distract the people over there.
But not for better this time. And since you've gone and packed your things, it's only blue.
Yeah, the badgers for some reason are German. Because they are selling the Apfelstrudel and the Schnitzel. But with noodles for some reason.
Welcome to the Walpedinger Inn, sir. How can I help you?
I see you serve food here.
If you want to order something, please talk to my brother Johann. I handle the reception, he handles the food.
Actually, I'm...
Hello, stranger. Welcome to the Walpedinger Inn. The mall.
Oh, can I order food and then steal his keys?
How can I help you?
Yeah, and I imagine it's one of those things where everybody involved basically just did it for free. Just gave up all their time. It's kind of good when you get stuff like this and it actually gets made, because there's so many mod projects I've watched in the past of interests that have died, just because like the dev teams of people ended up just giving up on trying to work with each other.
The inn is haunted? Like, by a ghost?
Wolfgang, there's a stranger here was asking about a ghost.
Johann, what is all the yelling about?
The ghost, Wolfgang. The stranger is asking about the ghost.
The ghost? You mean he does not know about the ghost? The Wolpertinger Inn is famous for the ghost.
Well, can you explain the ghost? I'm not from around here. I'm from Big Town.
Big Town? Are you saying our ghost is not famous in Big Town? That is a scandal.
After all the work Alfred has done advertising, we were hoping the ghost would be more famous.
Yeah, see, I reckon you shifty German badgers, or raccoons, or whatever they're meant to be, are faking this haunting so they can get more people to come to their inn.
I will tell you about the ghost. It is the ghost of Ebenezer of Buffington, a very rich flamingo gentleman, hundreds of years ago. Rich, but also very stingy. When he died, he buried all of his money. People came from all over the country to hunt
Well,
for
especially
treasure.
Pig Detective, because he doesn't even have a moving
Our
mouth.
grandparents built this inn, so the treasure hunters had a place to eat and sleep. Nobody found the treasure, and they stopped looking. But Ebenezer of Buffington did not like that, so he turned into a ghost and haunts the woods.
He
looking
haunts the
for buried
woods.
treasure himself. He screams and howls a lot. Did you not hear the screams and howls on your way here?
A ghost looking for the treasure he buried in his lifetime? How very plausible. Thank you for this entertaining story. Is that apple strudel I'm smelling?
Yeah, they smell good, don't they? Can you afford them?
I'm afraid I don't have any money on me.
No money, no strudel.
I've heard rumors about a beast that...
So I guess I have to
lives out in
find
the
some
wild
money
woods.
somewhere to come back to order food to distract the guy to steal his key.
Wolfgang, there's a stranger here who was asking about the beast of Buffington.
Johann, what are you yelling about this time?
The beast of Buffington, Wolfgang. This stranger is asking about the beast of Buffington.
The Beast of Buffington? Nobody cares for the Beast of Buffington. It's total humbug. There is no Beast of Buffington.
Beasts are bad for business, you see. They drive away customers.
I see. Thank you.
Let me ask for the schnitzel, just in case I don't need money
I thought
for
I
that.
made it clear. I don't have any money on me.
Oh, okay. Oh, he breaks the fourth wall when he does that as well.
Oh, I'm fine for now.
Right, nothing else to see here for the time being, because I've already talked to the old German general man, or whatever he is, sitting in the corner. Right. The ghost hunter doesn't want me bothering them. Bayer Story, out now. Is that a reference to the, what's it, the Mandela effect thing regarding those bears? I'm trying to remember the name of it, like the Bernstein or the Bernstein bears, or whatever it is. Is that a reference to that of the spelling? I don't actually think there is off the top of my head, but I could be totally wrong with that. Because most of the things we have noodles with are either like Asian food or Italian style food. Normally stuff here is often potato based. Right, so anyway, you are here. There's a cabin in the woods and a gamekeeper's cottage. We'll see if it lets me just wander.
Further.
No, it doesn't let me wander
And
that.
it is raining. I should go back to the inn.
Oh, I don't want to go to the inn, mate. I want to go somewhere else. And he's probably not going to let me walk to Big Town.
I'm not walking all the way to Big Town. It's way too far.
Okay, so yeah, the inn's like the one bit you look at over here, right?
The way back is always much shorter because you know where you're going.
He can. Oh, good. He can now fast travel between the old inn and Boffington Park using the signposts. So I don't have to go all the way through the hedge maze again now I've completed it. Even though the hedge maze was quite easy. But yes, good. See, this game even has a proper fast travel system where you actually have to unlock it. Right, I've not been up to the house this way yet, have I? Because I went out the servants' quarters, which is over that direction. So the greenhouse is obviously the bit on the left, and then that bit, that's probably one of the main wall bits, isn't it? Alright, so I want to talk to Nosy Parker to tell her I've been to the inn. Report back to the ghost. I'll meet Trigger Happy. He's outside somewhere, isn't he? We're meeting outside by the bridge behind the pond. Let's go see him first. That might be a bit more interesting. So I assume the pond is... Ah, yeah, so Gamekeeper's Hut, the old inn, gas station. Oh yeah, so it's going to be somewhere, maybe this way? Or does that only just lead back to the side bit of the place? Ah yeah, so when I first came out, I came out that way, so I haven't been this way yet. Boffington Lake. Oh, it's an ice house. Cool. Ice houses are actually kind of interesting because, again, it was a thing before electric refrigerators and that. They literally had, like the buildings designed to just keep massive blocks of ice frozen for as long as possible. Which I assume back then you could only get the ice from somehow shipping it without it melting, or, cutting a load of ice out during the winter. Oh, private collection of ice, okay.
What's this?
Yeah,
I quite enjoy carrying a bolt cutter wherever I go.
Well, he even made his voice echo in this room.
What do we have here?
Oh, another one of those weird alien eggs. Is there anything else to see in the ice house? Like just that there's no ice on the shelves?
Most interesting.
Yep, right. There wasn't anything hanging up there, was there? No, just tongs. Okay. So there's Trigger Happy.
There you are, old hoss. Excellent timing. I've picked up a strange track leading into the marshes. Can't follow it properly, though, toting this big gun around. That's where you come in. I'll do the tracking, you'll do the toting. That suit you, Pinky Fingers? My old spare hat looks mighty good on you, partner. And it'll keep all the rain off you. All right, let's hunt some beast. All this rain reminds me of something that happened to me back in Old Town when I was a young and dashing rooster. Watch that puddle. I was visiting with an old friend of mine who was getting married, but his lady friend had a very annoying beast problem in her house. Oops, mudslide. Unfortunately, she died and the beast escaped, so we had to hunt it across all the old continent. By train, by horse, by foot, you name it. Slippery stones ahead. After After a very exciting hunt, we finally arrived at the lair of the beast, a mighty old castle on a hill. There was a showdown, but unfortunately my mind is really foggy as to what happened exactly. Hole in the ground here.
Ah.
Oh.
In the end, love conquered all and the beast was slain somehow, although I can't say I was the one to slay it. Very unsatisfying outcome. I hate that. That's why I'm not going to let this beast here slip through my fingers like that. No, sir. Speaking of which, I can almost smell it now. We must be getting near its lair. Good job keeping clear of all that mud out there, partner.
Still got some on them. There's only one of those
Okay.
quick time events I fucked up.
We're sneaking up on the lair of the beast. You stay behind me with that gun now. Don't shoot unless I explicitly tell you to. You got that?
Is he going to Alec Baldwin somebody? Now, a drunkard lives here, apparently.
Would you look at that? There are stinking eggs all over the place. Looks like our beast got to procreate.
And there's the
look at all
butler.
these half-eaten pineapples. So this is
Well,
where
no,
Mr.
the fake
Turner's
lawyer.
prize fruit ended up. You will be so sad to hear this.
Here, some of these eggs are hatched. And what's this? There's a dead duck down here. Look, I wonder who did this.
That's the duck from the gas station. His name is Dankward. How could he be dead? He seemed completely fine earlier this evening.
How? Well, our beast is certainly not fooling around, my friend. It means business. Deadly business. But here's another one. This one looks like it might still be alive.
Why, that's Mr. Blind, Lady Buffington's lawyer. So that's what happened to him. The beast broke into his room, attacked him, and carried him off. What a terrible thing to happen.
You're right. That's Mr. Blind. I recognize him too. Lawyers, eh? Tough as weeds. Right. I'll try to get him out of there. It's the beast! Shoot, partner! Shoot it now! That was a close escape. Not thanks to you, old hoss.
Oh yeah, it was quite difficult aiming of the fucking motion
Where'd you learn to
controls.
shoot anyway?
He didn't. He's pig detective.
I never fired a shotgun in my life.
Give me that shotgun. You're not getting that back before you've had some proper shooting lessons. Here's my trusty revolver. Cover our retreat with that. Let's take a moment to regroup here.
Now, what do we have here? Cheese.
Maybe it's a trap. Oh, it is a trap.
Well, would you look at that? Didn't think I'd catch something this big in my old cheese trap.
Yeah, unless he gave you like a massively big magazined automatic.
A lair full of eggs in the abandoned cabin. Horrible beasts that kidnap folk right out of Buffington Hall. Well, that is about the wildest story I have heard about Wienerwald Woods yet, gentlemen. And I have been the gamekeeper here for old Lord Reginald and his father long before him.
So, you haven't been aware of any strange activities around that abandoned cabin at all, Mr...
Foglum, sir. Fergus Foglum. And no, I can't say that I have. No one goes near the old cabin anymore, save a bunch of hoodlum youths from Wienerwald village. They don't know where else to go for a good time, the poor blighters. Sorry again.
No, that explains all the beer bottles there.
Say, you two don't happen to be drunk right now, do you? Maybe you imagined the whole layer of eggs thing. It happens. Anyway, you're welcome to sit here for a while and recover from all the excitement before you go back to the big house. I can make you some eggs if you want.
You have to eat all the eggs.
Ah, we're fine here, old hoss. We're fine. Why don't you fry some up for our old Mr. Blind, though? He needs to get something warm in his belly after all he's been through.
I'd love if he gets like an alien thing burst out of him.
There's something foul about this, Pinky Fingers. Why does our friend Foglump here set such elaborate traps if there's nothing wrong in the woods? I'll stay downstairs to keep an eye on him. You explore the house. That's more up your alley than mine.
Alright, Roach, it's afternoon for me, but good afternoon, good morning, whatever. I'm afraid I'm not on too much longer, as I said to Hype.
Leave me alone, you nosy swine.
But at least on this stream, we've had quite a lot of stuff happen, because like I said, I've ended up getting past a couple of the sort of bits I was stuck on before. Because at least, the nice thing of Pig Detective is it seems like the developers have made it good enough that you have to think about stuff, but not stupidly dumb like some of the point-and-click games, where it's like, oh, you didn't have the exact right blade to cut this strap, so you can't progress. Didn't you know you needed the glass shard to cut this strap? You know, that kind of stupid thing that's in lots of other adventure games. At least here, like, the key, you know, a key for the garage opened the garage when I eventually realised I had that in my inventory.
Yes, I can imagine. That was one heck of a pickle we found you in.
It was such a nightmare, the horrible beast. I won't forget it as long as I live. So many arms, and so many teeth. I want to go home.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't follow.
There was a beast, a horrible beast. At first I thought I was hallucinating. Lightning struck, and it must have struck my equipment. There was a flash that blinded me, and I was out cold. Next thing I knew, the beast was tearing at me with those horrible teeth, dragging me through the woods in the rain. My good suit is ruined. Oh, I hate this day. The amount of work I put in. The amount
What's this? Doesn't tell me anything new. How interesting.
I don't know if I'm meant to be looking for like a loose panel in this, or So yeah, I am just I guess I just need to rotate the camera to a very specific bit on the mechanism. I'm assuming I get a prompt or something come up when I've actually zeroed the camera where it needs to be. Because, yeah, the motion controls don't seem to do anything here. Yeah, but I can't see any tabs on this it's letting me interact with, that's the thing. Oh, is there... Oh, I think that's just a bit of light going through the texture there. I'd assume it'd be on the lit side that they'd want to get you to... Because I was thinking that, did you have to slide them out kind of like Tetris block sort of things in reverse, but... I don't want to really skip this. I kind of want to figure it out, but I'm just a bit confused about the prompt I need to do. Because it doesn't say, you know, like, do X control to do certain thing. Let me just open it again, just in case it... me just try giving the controller a good shake now and then. I know it says press and hold options to recenter your imp, but I think that's just because on some of the puzzles you've got like the little imp, like the pig detective imp to see, that bit looks slightly raised, but I don't know if that's actually deliberate or not. I mean, normally with a puzzle box you'd have one little bit that would be a switch. Yeah, I'm trying to think now if there's any direction, like you say with the gravity thing, that I've not spun it in. Unless there's a pattern that has to match up in a certain way. I was just wondering, yeah, if there was a pattern on like one side that... I think it's the same pattern on both sides, isn't it? It's not like you've got one side where you can form a picture by try that round the other side, that sort of angle. Because again, I think one of those is going to be like a little door or something, but it'd make more sense to me if there was a cursor sort of hovering over this, so I could, you know, like you could try and interact with bits of it. Oh, there we go. The cursor was just completely off screen. Right, there we go. Oh, come on, get back here. Did it say hold that one to recenter your imp? Oh, there we go. Like start, right. Well, we can pull that bottom panel. Okay. Do I need to move some more bits to get yeah, so it's a case of Tetris blocking them, it's just I had to do it in a specific order. Again, it's just the motion controls I really don't like on this. Oh, that bit's pulled backwards now. Okay. Okay, that's slid that way. Does that one now slide inwards as well? Yep, okay. Now, do I need to slide any of these bits up or down? Now, can I move the lid at all? Yeah, okay. I think I know what I'm meant to be doing. Ah, yeah, there we go. So, yeah. Yeah, the problem was getting the little motion sensor cursor to actually appear on the screen.
Seems I can't open this without a key.
This is where I got confused earlier, the garage, because I forgot I picked up the garage key, so I forgot that you have to, you know, go to your inventory and use a key to open a door. It doesn't just say you have the key, do you want to use it, sort of thing. And is this going to be a jump scare here, where it's like, oh, there's a beast that's going to go at the window? Oh. It says it's empty. Right.
Well, how interesting.
Clay pineapple shooting, eh? Oh yeah, it literally says that.
What's this? You, slimy. I wonder who fancies such a rotten fish.
Oh yeah, there we go. There are things in there.
Well, it serves you right, sir, for snooping around in folks' basements without permission. And that's all I've got to say about that.
Alright, you're gonna have to do better than that, Mr. Gatekeeper. That is some dangerous game you're keeping in your basement.
It's a dangerous game, like the most dangerous game where they hunt people for sport. Oh, again, another sort of clever little pun.
Well, I'd honestly rather not. But since you insist, it's an agreement old Lord Reginald and I had when he was alive. The beasts you see here are not natural to Wienerwald Woods. They were Mr. Reginald's secret. I don't know what he was doing with them in his lab up at the big house, but sometimes he did it wrong and they escaped. When that happened, his lordship was counting on me to catch the beasts, you see. He would take them off my hands now and again too. But now his lordship is gone, and the beasts kind of pile up on me. I don't know what to do with them if I'm being honest. I keep catching more every day and the cages are filling up. What if I catch more tomorrow?
Well, that old hut is full of eggs, and most of them have already hatched, so it seems you have a big problem on your hands, my friend. But fear not, we're here to assist you with that. There's nothing I like better than a big old hunt. Are you with me, Pinky Fingers?
Well, I'd like to help, but you've seen me shoot.
Ah, well, we'll have to remedy that situation, of course. You need to be taught some real shooting, my friend. How about we fire up that clay pineapple machine of yours, Mr. Foglump?
I'll get the machine from the basement. You wait for me out on the pier.
Hooray!
All right now, partner. Why don't you try putting that there shotgun up against your shoulder and see how she feels?
Yeah, see, like,
when you're ready, our
I
good
think you're
friend, Mr.
designed to
Foglump
fail
over
that a
there will fire
bit
a couple
because...
of targets up for you.
Oh, see, no, you actually do control this just with... Alright, Goggingtons. Yeah, I want classic. I'm afraid I will be literally off in a minute because I keep extending it when people come on.
These flying pineapples. All you gotta do is point and pull the trigger.
Put it away.
Ooh, just a now, shotgun's only got 2 rounds, so you best reload quick. Nice and easy. Take your time. Great shot. All right. Now that's the start. Now, let's up the ante a bit. This time, let's see if you can knock 6 of them out of the sky.
Put it away.
Great shot. Nice hit. Right on the money. Great shot. And a pig. Ooh, doggy. Now that's what I call shooting.
See, it's a lot easier when you know the controls.
Challenge now. We'll launch 10 pineapples and only 10 pineapples into the air. Let's see how many you can hit. Be quick on the reloads now. We're not going to wait for you.
So yeah, reload as soon as I've shot.
Put it away.
Wee.
Nice hit. That'll teach that pineapple. Nice hit. Great shot. So close.
Ah, missed that one.
And a pig. That'll teach that pineapple.
Yeah, it's not even real pineapples though, they're clay pineapples. It's like clay pigeon shoot.
And a pig. Great shot.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 was pretty good.
My hat is off to you, pink fella. Not bad at all. What do you say, pink fella? Enough shooting practice for today? You want to head back?
Yeah, I'm not going to keep doing that on a little mini game to try and get 10-10.
Well, that was...
Yeah, so clay and lead, Goggingtons. Right, I'll go back to the house or somewhere. And then I'll use that as a chance to go off, because hopefully that will mean it will sort of quick save where I've got to or whatever. Am I going the right way? Yeah, because the... Yeah, there we go. Actually, I'll go the other way around because that puts me closer to the middle of the house rather than in the servants' quarters. So I don't think I've got anything I need to do in the servants' quarters at the moment. Right, I'll hope that when I quit now it's saved everything I've done. Because it does seem in this that it doesn't auto-save, say when you go through a door, it seems to do it in like chunks, and I don't know if it's set on a timer, or like, you know, when you've done a certain amount of clues or whatever. So hopefully if I just talk to you for a moment before going off while standing here, the game will have said, oh yeah, you've been in one place for long enough. Because it might literally just be like every time you do a set of objectives, that's when it sort of does it. Anyway, yep, so have a good day. I do want to try and do a webcam stream this week, especially because I've got Christmas decorations sort of set up in the background, and I've not had a chance to do it yet. So the skeleton's got a Santa hat on, some tinsel on him, but yeah, I've not had a chance to show him off yet. So yeah, anyway, have a good day, everybody. I'm working a couple of days this week, but not for very long, so it shouldn't interfere too much with doing videos. Yeah, you too. So yeah, see everybody, have a good day.